Okay, we'll start right now.
Okay. வணக்கம். இந்த உரையாடல் வந்து 2030 தமிழ் விக்கிமீடியா இயக்கம், அதாவது விக்கிபீடியா திட்டத்தை நடத்துற விக்கிமீடியா இயக்கம், உலகெங்கிலும் உள்ள இயக்கம் வந்து 2030 எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு திட்டமிடலுக்கான ஒரு உரையாடல். இந்த உரையாடல்கள் வந்து கடந்த 5-6 மாதங்களாகவே உலகம் முழுக்க பல மொழிகள்ல பல இடங்கள்ல நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு, பல கட்டங்களா நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. அதை பற்றி நீங்க ஆழமர்த்தல செய்திகள் பார்த்துக்கலாம். இன்றைய நோக்கம் வந்து இந்த வியூக கலந்துரையாடல்கள் உரையாடல் வந்து கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு இறுதி கட்டத்துக்கு சென்றிருக்கு. இப்போ விக்கிமீடியாவுக்கும் வந்து ஒரு கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு தெளிவு கிடைக்கும் எல்லாருக்கும். இது வரைக்கும் இந்த உரையாடல்கள் வந்து எதை நோக்கி நம்ம போய்கிட்டு இருக்கோங்க. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி சில கேள்விகள் வந்து ஒவ்வொரு சமூகத்திட்டையும் கேட்குறாங்க. என்னென்ன சவால்கள் வந்து நம்ம இயக்கத்துக்கு இருக்கும், அதை நம்ம எப்படி தீர்வு காணலாம் அப்படின்ட்டுன்னு. இந்த தீர்வுகள் வந்து ஒரே பிரச்சனைக்கு வெவ்வேறு தீர்வுகள் இருக்கு, அந்தந்த ஊரை பொறுத்து, அந்தந்த பண்பாட்டை, நாட்டை பொறுத்து. ஸோ இது எல்லார்டையுமே கருத்து கேட்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறாங்க. அந்த வகையில தான் தமிழ் விக்கிமீடியா சமூகத்திட்ட வந்து இதுக்கான கருத்துக்களை கேட்க நினைக்கிறாங்க. இப்போ இன்னைக்கு இதுக்கு ஒருங்கிணைப்பாளர் இருக்கவர் வந்து சதீப் கில். இவர் வந்து பஞ்சாபி விக்கிபீடியா சேர்ந்த பங்களிப்பாளர், முன்னணி பங்களிப்பாளர், இளைஞர். இப்போ வந்து இந்த வியூக கலந்துரையாடல் எல்லாம் ஒருங்கிணைக்கிற பணியில வந்து பகுதி நேர பணியாளராக விக்கிமீடியா கட்டத்தில் பணியாற்றிட்டு இருக்காரு. ஸோ இதுக்கு பிறகு அவர் தொடர்ந்து வந்து நமக்கு பேசுவாரு. நம்ம அவர்கிட்ட பேசுறதுனால ஆங்கிலத்துல பேசலாம், இல்ல நமக்கு தமிழ்ல பேச நல்லா இயல்பா வருதுன்னா தமிழ்ல பேசிட்டு யாராச்சும் ஒருத்தர் வந்து மொழிபெயர்த்தோ பத்தியும் வந்து பதிவு செய்யலாம். So over to you, Sandeep. I just gave you a formal introduction for this, but I am sure they are quite familiar with the process and the purpose.
Thanks a lot, Ravi. First of all, I would like to thank you also for coordinating this discussion, and also I would like to apologize for not speaking in Tamil because I don't know it. I hope everyone understands it. Otherwise, you can translate it for the participants. So I would like to introduce myself. I'm a Punjabi Wikimedian, and I've been in the movement for past 9 years. And for last 5 months, I've been coordinating discussions with the Hindi community regarding the strategy that we're going to form for the next 13 to 15 years. I've been doing that for Hindi community, and in this month they expanded my role, and so now my job is to coordinate discussions with all the Hindi communities, as many as possible. So that's why I reached out to Ravi to coordinate this discussion with the Tamil community. I would like the two of the participants to introduce themselves first, and then we'll start with the discussion.
Mayuranathan, உங்களை அறிமுகப்படுத்திக்கிறீங்க?
சரி. My name is Mayuranathan. I am working with Tamil Wikipedia for almost 14 years now, and I'm an architect, currently retired. I worked in Dubai, and now I have come back to my own home country, living in Jaffna, in the area of Sri Lanka. Currently, that's all. We'll see.
So I am Srini from Chennai. I am into Tamil Wikipedia for nearly 4 years. I am into writing codes and bots for the Wikipedia.
Thank you.
வணக்கம் மயூரநாதன். மயூரேசன்.
வணக்கம்.
உரையாடல் தொடங்கியிருக்கோம். நீங்க உங்களை அறிமுகப்படுத்திங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் தொடர்ந்து பேசுங்க.
Ravi, can you help in taking notes? Besides, I'll be doing that as well. But
I can help you. No problem.
Okay, so we have another participant, okay. Jaya. So can you please introduce yourself, Jaya?
இல்ல அனிதா.
மகேசன் பேச முயற்சி செய்றீங்களா? நாங்க பேசுறது உங்களுக்கு கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது.
பேசுங்க, உங்களோட அறிமுகம் கொடுங்க, நம்ம அதுக்கப்புறம் தொடர்ந்து வரணும்.
ரைட், ஓகே. ஸோ என்னுடைய பேர் மயூரேசன், ஜெயக்குமார் மயூரேசன். நான் இலங்கையில இருந்து இணைஞ்சு கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். நான் விக்கிபீடியால
உங்களை எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். நீங்க இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொன்னீங்கன்னா இன்னொருத்தர் பஞ்சாப்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்காரு, அவருக்கு புரியும்.
ஓகே. Sorry that I didn't know that someone who doesn't understand Tamil.
Sorry.
Okay. So my name is Mayuresan. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm one of the contributors to the Tamil Wikipedia, as well as one of the admins. Recently, I've been not very active in Wikipedia, but I've been keeping in touch with all the Wikipedians, and time to time I come and check on all the recent edits and all, but not actively contributing to the Wikipedia. So if I to talk about my professional life, I'm a software engineer, so specifically iOS developer, and my passion would be again software and mobile and those stuff would be my passion, and that's pretty much about myself, I think.
Thank you, Jaya. So I would also like to introduce like what we are going to do here. So if you are familiar, if not, I'll just brief it a little. So this is about the strategy discussion that we are doing. So and we are making a strategy for the Wikimedia movement for the next 13 to 15 years. So today we are going to have this discussion about the research that has been done, and like how is the world going to change in the next 15 years. So we are going to look at the movement, that how the Wikimedia movement needs to change itself, or whether it needs to change itself or not, according to the changes that are going to come in the next 15 years. So we have 5 different challenges that we need to address in this to do today. I hope all of you have the link to the document. I can share it again. So you can check the document. We can all go into the document and see. So is everyone like okay at this point? So I can start with the first challenge, and you can then give your input, like how that challenge can be addressed. Okay, I take it as
I think
yes.
Yeah.
I take it as a yes. So please, you can go into the discussion page, and on the docs, and if not, we can still discuss here, and we'll be taking notes side by side. So the first challenge is, how do our communities and content stay relevant in a changing world? So let me brief a little about this challenge. So what the insights we have is that the Western encyclopedia model is not serving the needs of the people. So what we have right now is the Western model, and we feel that from the research that has been done, we feel that people are not using this heavy text encyclopedia to learn. They're using alternative methods. They talk to their peers and stuff on WhatsApp and other platforms. So people, especially from the developing countries, they are not used to this model, and so we need to. So that's a problem that we have, that we see, and we need to address this problem. And the other insight is also related to this. This challenge is that the knowledge sharing has also become quite social. So people, most of the knowledge sharing is happening on WhatsApp, on Messenger, and stuff like that. So that's the thing that. So this is the first challenge that we need to address. So and there are problems that come with these changes that are going to come on a more larger scale in the next few years. So I would like to know your views now on how we can address this particular challenge. You can ask me to give you more detail if you require. If it's okay, then then you can give your inputs on this. Who is going to start? Should I ask a particular person to start, or how? Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Srini, I'm starting. So am I audible?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're
Fine. So the big thing is the problem with the long text. As you said, the future is not with long text. It is all with multimedia and images. So one thing is we have to focus more on the increasing multimedia content with more editable options and shareable options. For example, in Commons, I can upload a video, but if I want to edit something and if I want to remix some content from one video and another video, currently we don't have any tools provided by Wikimedia. So to create more content, the multimedia content should be remixable, and we have to provide more tools like mobile apps and online apps to remix multimedia content. And the other thing is for text, there should be more interactive bots and who can talk to Telegram or WhatsApp. So we are seeking information in Wikipedia. So if I want to know some information, I have to check with some bot within my app itself. So the bot should get answer from Wikipedia and reply in the same application. That may be one big thing. So we need to explore on the possibilities of using the existing content of multimedia and to create remixing content. I'm done.
excellent. Who's going to go next? Anyone? Jaya?
So, Satip, every time I will speak last, allowing others to speak more. And you can call Jay Kumar and Mayuresan as Mayuresan. It's his name.
Mayuresan.
Yeah, Mayuresan. Yeah.
And Mayuresan, Srinivasan, and
Mayuranathan.
Mayuranathan.
Yeah.
Mayuranathan. Okay.
Yeah. So Mayuranathan, நீங்க எதை கருத்துக்கள் சொல்றீங்களா? Mayuresan?
Yeah, I'm audible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So so my thoughts would be more or less aligned with what Srini said. I think so in this mobile, I think the big thing is mobile. Everything like people are using the messengers and WhatsApp and Viber and those kind of things, and checking everything on the mobile on the go. So probably what would make more sense in future is bots and how we can tap into these booming industries like these messages and stuff. So I think that would be my suggestion, more or less what Srini said. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. Mayuranathan, are you available now? Okay. I guess he's not available.
Sandeep, if he's taking time, I will share my views. And first of all, a disclaimer. I'm working for the Wikimedia Foundation. but the views shared here are in my personal capacity. And I also didn't get much chances to register my thoughts in a personal capacity or as a community member. So I'm happy to do it. So the challenges presented here are quite interesting, but what I feel is that these don't need to be mutually exclusive. Growing Wikipedia doesn't mean that we cannot be socially more present. And the fact that we started with Wikipedia doesn't mean that we should get stuck with a Wikipedia or an encyclopedia model. We should invest more technology, resources, people in developing the sister projects, because most of the pain points are registered by people online or offline in research is that, okay, they want to learn visually, and they go to YouTube. They want some open courses and they go to MIT OpenCourseware. But we do have projects for all of these. Like we have Wiki Voyage, but no one knows. People know Wiki Travel and they wonder why we don't have that. And we also have projects like Wikiversity, Wikisource, and so on, which can be quite useful and fulfilling the needs of the people if we invest in them and promote them. So we need to invest in those. And we should also think beyond the encyclopedia model in not in a way that to discard it or to tamper it, but to make sure that the information we have collected in the encyclopedia format is also available in other ways. For example, in the beginning, when we started Wikipedia, it is about writing articles from all the data. We look for data everywhere, census, CIF, factbook, and then write articles. Now it's the reverse that's happening. We extract data from Wikipedia and put it into Wikidata. Okay, the future is going to be about machine-readable data and instantly tailorable articles. So you don't need to write a new article in a new language if you can have all the data points in Wikidata. So the future is going towards that. So we need to find a way how to harvest all the data from our encyclopedia. Yeah, that's all my points regarding this.
Thank you, Ravi. So I would like to request Mayor Nathan if he's available now to share his views. I guess he's not available, so we should move to the next challenge in that case. So the next challenge is so it's written on the document, but I'll still say it. So how do we capture the sum of all knowledge when much of it cannot be verified in traditional ways? So this is about the oral knowledge, basically, or for example, there are many things about Indian culture or African cultures that are not documented anywhere, and that are just shared orally from one generation to another. So this challenge is about that. So what do we do about that knowledge that we don't, for which we don't have any reliable sources, the traditional methods that we use to verify knowledge on Wikipedia or other projects. So what do we do to document that knowledge? I think we should start in the same order as we did before. So Srinivasan.
Yeah. So let me start. So the thing is to record the knowledge of any community or any human society. The form should be we have to use all the three forms like text, audio, and video. So for text, instead of Wikipedia, the wiki books can be very helpful. I just want to document how my grandfather did agriculture. So I can meet my grandfather or his fellows, and I can have a discussion, and I can have a talk with them, and I can record the entire audio, or I can take a video, or I can write notes, and I have to put it somewhere like blog. So in current Wikipedia concepts, those kind of blog or notes are not acceptable. Wikipedia is very strictly it is a Wikipedia. But we should have platforms like free form content, so that we can add anything without the any strict rules, like Wikipedia should be a Wikipedia kind of thing. So if we are more open to content types and writing styles, then we can get more content and more contributors from most of the communities. Yeah, we have projects like Wikibooks. We can collaboratively write a book on how agriculture was done in Tamil Nadu. But still, we have to add more freedom for the writing styles, and the foundation may give more funds for writing these kind of books. We can take a major verticals, and we can get more content for the verticals uh, uh, by funding few people to collect more data. That's it.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. So, Mayur,
Hello. Yeah. So my thoughts would be again. It would be like so. What stopping people from contributing is probably the strict guidelines, like Srini said, and I think the more freedom we have, the more people we can gather. And another thing would be again. I think that's pretty much it. Like if we have more freedom, and if we open up all the restrictions and the styles, and give the freedom to the people, we can probably gather more stuff. But again, there are going to be other consequences as well following the freedom. So there should be anyway a guideline on how things should be done and what can be done. But again, I think the current system is a bit more rigid, and it can be a bit relaxed, and so it would encourage more people. So again, more or less what Srini said. So that's pretty much it from my end. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm Mayuranathan. Hello, you can hear?
Yes.
yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So regarding this, this contents and the reliability of it, so we always ask for what you call some reliable information. But the problem is, in our countries, we don't have, in our languages specifically, we don't have adequate, reliable information available. So because of that, so we have to, as somebody said earlier, so we have to fund to collect reliable information in other ways. So recently we have in some, with collaboration with some other organization, we have started collecting information regarding crafts in Sri Lanka. So that is also, funded by WMF, and these type of things is necessary in our situation, so that we can collect a lot of information, so that we can use that as reliable information for our articles what we are writing in this one. But only thing is, what I feel is, even though we have other mode of media, like social media, but we have to stick to these type of encyclopedic, because this is necessary for various other things like research and so many things like that. So what I feel is, when we switch to all these new type of social media formats, we need to be very careful in collecting information through these medias. So it is very necessary so that we have to use this information in a format so that it can be used for researchers and other purposes. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. We have two more people here, Dinesh and Balaji. So I would first like to request both of you to introduce yourself. We'll start with Dinesh. Dinesh, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. Can you hear me? My name is Dinesh. Some of you might be knowing me personally and as well as from Wikipedia. I contribute to Tamil Wiki and Tamil Wiki projects. Currently, I live in US, so this is the first time I'm joining for the conference call. So I joined just like to know like what other people think about the 2030 ideas. I just gone through those pages, and as of now, I don't have any idea. I'm just listening to you people. That's from my end.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Balaji has not. Let's hope he will come back.
Yeah, you can give your insights.
Yeah, I hear some echo, so if you are not speaking, please mute yourself. Okay. So Dinesh, நீங்க அந்த கூகுள் டாக்குமெண்ட் அண்ட் மெட்டா பேஜ் ஷேர் பண்ணிருக்கேன். அதை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா புரியும். 2030 வந்து விக்கிமீடியா இயக்கம் எதிர்கொள்ற சவால்கள் என்னென்னு சொல்லி ஒரு 5 சவால்களை குறிப்பிட்டிருக்கோம். அந்த சவால்களுக்கு தமிழ் விக்கிபீடியா பார்வையிலிருந்து நம்ம எப்படி அதை தீர்வுகள் சொல்லலாம், என்ன செய்யணும் அப்படின்னு பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஏற்கனவே 2 சவால்கள் பற்றி பேசி முடிச்சிட்டோம். நீங்க கொஞ்சம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்க. உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்ச பிறகு நீங்க உங்களுடைய முதல் சவால் வந்து உங்களுடைய கருத்துக்களை சொல்லலாம். நம்ம இப்போ வழக்கம் போல ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்து தொடரும். சரிங்களா?
Sorry.
Okay, Sandeep, you can go on. And before you go on, I would like to share my views on the second challenge. And already Mayunavan hinted that. So the idea of reliability, authenticity, all comes from the fact that you need to have something documented first and then curated. So the Western world has a history and culture of documenting and preserving them since centuries. But some of the other parts of the world, they don't have the same luxury for various reasons. So if you want to have the sum of human knowledge, and knowledge is very distinct from information, you should first collect all the information. So if you are too worried about which is right information, which is misinformation, you will end up losing all the information unless you document and preserve and let a community or scholars to curate them first. So even if there is no space for that in the Wikipedia model, like even in the comments, they don't allow you to upload images or other media indiscriminately. They are very rigid that it should be relevant to your Wikipedia article. We should create projects, spaces where the local communities can collect information, all kind of information, right from posters on the wall to anything that makes sense. First collect it, let people curate it, and then see if we can get useful knowledge from that can be added in encyclopedias. I'm done.
Okay, thank you, Ravi. So if anyone wants to add anything now, right now on this challenge or up to the first or second challenge, if everything's all right, we'll move to the next challenge. Yeah, we'll move to the next challenge. Okay. So the next challenge is so this is about the rising levels of misinformation and how misinformation can spread so quickly, especially with social media. So that's one thing. So how do we deal with that? Also, the main problem we're going to discuss in this challenge is that with artificial intelligence, enormous content can be created with enormous misleading content. An enormous amount can be created, and we are going to use somehow we use that content like newspapers and stuff. We use that as sources, as references, as citations on Wikimedia projects. So and also like where there are governments that censor Wikimedia, or that does not um, wants some knowledge to be known, some information to be known to the other parts of the world, or somehow they manipulate with the information. So how do we deal with such a problem? That's the main issue of this challenge. So basically, misinformation and how do we verify it, and the propaganda. How do we deal with issues like this in the world over the next 15 years? So we'll go in the same order. Shri.
Yeah, but I don't have much idea on this thing because day by day the false information or fake news coming is increasing drastically on every sector, and all the social media is aggressively sharing the false news. Um, I'm really worrying about that happens, but I don't have much idea on how we can uh, go beyond them because
Oh,
it's beyond our control.
okay. So Mayur Nathan.
Yeah, actually, this type of false information or misinformation and all. So the only possibility, how we can handle this is we have to increase our user base. That we cannot do anything. Most of the Indian languages, including our Tamil, we don't have many people to work on this thing. So it is we have to take this hand in hand with increasing our user base. Yes. So otherwise, we cannot do anything. So it is everywhere. It is there. False information is there everywhere. You open YouTube. It's almost 50% is information. Similarly, in the other ones also, it's like rumors and so many things are there. So it is important that we have to increase our user base. Otherwise, we cannot control this. It's out of our control.
Okay.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
Yeah. Next, Mayur Nathan.
Yeah, I have already spoken.
Oh, I thought you were Mayur Nathan.
Yeah, Mayuranathan is already spoken. Yeah,
You
Yeah,
already
this is
I
spoken.
think
So,
Mayuresan.
yeah, it's my reason also
Mayuresan.
here.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So please.
So, as you like, yet again, I'm going to reflect on what other people said. First, I don't think from our end we could be able to do much about government censoring and all. So that's already happening in big scale in around the world in many countries. So I doubt. I don't know like much what can be done from our end. And again, about these fake news and all, it's again already happening in all the social media and in the information age through all these messengers and all. So it's more or less a personal responsibility as well as um, we need to find a way where we can cross check the data, which may not always be possible, but again, simple Google search or anything would do that. So that would be my thought for this point. Yeah.
Thank you. So Dinesh, do you have any input on this?
Yeah, Shadip. Like for controlling the fake news and for controlling stuffs like that, in even in Wikipedia, we faced recently like if something is going on if everyone is looking at some pages, people used to modify the information just to try it, or even the newcomers will do that just to know like what is it going, how it is going. Recently I faced this situation like some of my friends, they did it purposefully, like they modified it so that they say that Wikipedia is not reliable, it's not, nobody takes care of it, like that. I completely agree with Mayurnathan for increasing the user base. It's not just user base, like we need to have some people who tremendously work on the checking the information, even if they quote like from so and so website or so and so news. We need to make sure that the news is correct, whether we can reliable to that particular site. I know for sure in English Wikipedia we have like lot of controllers, like some of the websites, if you give, it will say that it's not a valid website. So we need to bring it to other local Wikipedias also, as well as we need to uh, have some base resource. Like if you take our Tamil Wikipedia, we don't have like even we can list some of the newspapers and some of the books, but like we don't have much trustable resources which for sure we can say that hey, this is correct and we can definitely believe this. So it's like uh, I personally think like we need to have more responsible for adding the information, and we need to have some protocol which says that we should allow only these kind of websites or these kind of books, and no other information should be added. And yeah, that's my point.
So I will add my views. Sandeep, I heard that you say artificial intelligence can create fake news, and it was a possibility in some of the recent current affairs related to elections worldwide. So we can only take a thorn with a thorn. It's a very rude translation of a Tamil proverb. So if machines are creating fake information, we need technology to counter fake information. Right now, the process of countering fake information on Wikipedia is mostly community-based manual, though there are some bots and technology in development to counter these and aid the communities. But we need more investment in technology, first of all, to track and flag these kind of misinformation getting into Wikipedia. That's first thing. And as Mayuranathan and Dinesh said, we need to increase the contributor base and not just the generic contributor base, but people, community members with specific capacities and resources to work on these issues. So if you take Tamil Wikipedia, until now we have just 20 people contributing more than 100 edits every month. And among these 20 people, not everyone will be well equipped to counter these kind of issues. Like some might be interested in photography, some interested in writing their own articles. So at the end of the day, for small communities like us, just one or two people will be taking care of fact checking, and that is not enough. The English Wikipedia works because it has an army of volunteers, and the same model may not work for a smaller Wikipedia. So we need to look beyond the volunteer-driven model. I'm not suggesting a paid model, but we need to get allies from the academia, allies from the press, and whoever cares for the correct information. We need to make allies, build partnerships, and give them some incentives. Incentives not in the sense of paid incentives, but other kind of incentives like recognition. We have this Wikipedian in residence, extending that we also have a program called One Library, One Wikipedian, where one librarian adds one reference to an article. So we can have ambassadors for Wikipedia, and these ambassadors can be college professors, researchers, or librarians. We can honor them. We can bring them on an exchange program to other countries, give them something to feel about, and they might be interested in contributing to Wikipedia. So we need to attract a variety of editors, not just generic community members. And fake news is not Wikipedia's problem; it's the world's problem, and we cannot solve it alone. We need to work with others to fix this, and we also need to move beyond online references. Because of the systemic issue, we tend to rely a lot on online references, but we can also try to fix this by giving more opportunities to explore offline references. Like offline references, it takes some time for fake information to get into it, even though most of the history books are still can be called fake information. So we have the Wikipedia library program. We have some textbook donation programs in some countries, so we can provide more support and fund for such programs and give access to books for more people. So we'll have the resources to fix this. I'm done.
Thank you, Ravi. So I'll move forward to the next challenge. So it is about that how how do we continue to remain useful as as the creation and presentation and the distribution of knowledge is going to change in the next few years. So, so this is about how more applications such as Google Assistant or Siri are going to be used to access knowledge, and also it's also about virtual reality and augmented reality. So stuff like that. So this is more about things like that. It's a possibility that people that currently are a stakeholder, they are contributing content on the internet. So it's a possibility that they might just become the consumers of the content again, like majority of the people. So it's also a possibility. So we need to look at this problem as well. So this challenge is regarding that. It's also regarding a near-term thing that the mobiles are going to be used more, and then the other things that I told you about. So we'll go in the same order. Sri, can you give your inputs on this?
So the first thing is the decentralized wiki, like Git, may be really helpful for countries who don't have broadbands or much internet facilities. So at least read-only clones should be easily deployable. So recently, I tried to make a wiki Tamil wiki clone, and it's really very difficult, and it's not a single spin-off way. So those should be process should be made easily, and offline editing and integrating them will be much interesting. And the wikibooks can be incorporated with the online learning media like MOOC, so that people can be used in open textwares and open textbook culture. They can be used with wikibooks, and for contributing and getting data, more games can be developed with wikidata. And the future is voice. So there will be many devices like Siri and Alexa, where we can ask for some question and it should go for Wikipedia and search and give it, or we can give some information to update the Wikipedia using our voice. So they can recognize our voice and they can edit Wikipedia on behalf of us. And for that we need to have more local data and tiny data kind of thing, like we should know what people are looking for. So we should be able to provide those data, like I may be looking for the price of tomato in my local store, or maybe the movies running around me. So if we provide facilities to have those kind of data, people will be uh, they volunteer to give those kind of data easily and interestingly, because I know more about my local area than the subject I am willing to write as a Wikipedia article. So like that, many people will be just like how Google is collecting data with the easy question answer on Google Maps or Google Local. So it is asking people to give tiny data about the place they are living and about the place they know. So that's how they are collecting all the data and storing in that database. Like that, we can also collect more tiny data. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Mayur and Adam?
Regarding this meta, actually, I really don't know much about this current technological possibilities. So I will not comment on this.
Okay, okay, thank you. So Mayuristan? Can you hear me, Mayuristan? Okay, so we'll move to Dinesh then. Dinesh?
Hi, Sadeep.
Yeah.
So regarding this new technologies like maybe Siri or Google Assistants, So I personally believe that maybe in next couple of years, maybe even before that, there is a possibility like even our Wikipedia articles, including the wiki data or wiki travel, those could be embedded and those can be utilized. Like as of now, if we have a Wikipedia app, we used to see the nearby articles. But personally, I believe that it might be advanced to in such a level that taking a virtual tour of the nearby area, like what are the stores nearby or what are the places to visit nearby in a video format, or maybe better than that. I personally believe that that could be easily possible and it can be achieved. And one more thing, once we have the technology to do all these things, we may have some options like editing or fixing it by just visiting the nearby places. Let's take a virtual reality. So if they have some devices with that and they can view our Wikipedia articles in that, they can able to fix it by just saying that no, this place is not correct because you can see the picture over here, or there is extra one new building came over here and it has so and so items over here. We can give some more information. So this will be like adding more information, making it as a knowledge, as Ravi said, that can be done. But I personally believe that might be possible maybe in a couple of years. Even we don't need to wait till 2030, but I think that's on our way. That's from my side, Sadip.
Yeah, before I go next, I want to confirm or clarify that this is not just a question and answer session. Like if we want clarification from Sandeep, or if we want to understand a challenge or a particular theme more, we can feel free to talk about that before trying to answer it. So மயூரநாதன், நீங்க இதை பத்தி தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் இல்ல இன்னும் இதை பத்தி நிறைய பேசலனாலும் நம்ம பேசலாம். இது கேள்வி பதில் ஃபார்மேட்ல இருக்க தேவையில்லை.
இப்போ அது எனக்கு இது basically it's a problem of my technological knowledge, so I don't want to ask any question so that you will have to answer me in a long way, so I will get it familiar later on.
Okay. I'm asking not just for you, because we will record this and the community can also view, and they also need to understand, like if you cannot understand reading meta and during the session, we can definitely get back later and try to understand the challenges the movement itself is generally facing. Yeah. So Balaji, stay there. திருப்பி போயிடாதீங்க. நான் இப்ப பேசி முடிஞ்சு நீங்க உங்களோட இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் கொடுங்க, இங்க என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு சொல்றோம். ஓகேங்களா? நாங்க பேசுற கேக்குதா உங்களுக்கு?
கேக்குதுங்க.
சரி, அவ லைன்ல இருங்க ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
சரி.
So Sandeep, I will try to answer that. Before that, I have a favorite phrase these days. I call Wikipedia as the museum of the web, because we look the same since 2001. The design, the underlying technology. So before registering this as a challenge, I think we have to do our own self-analysis why we are lagging behind. Like we are an open source movement, and many other open source software have not only evolved, but they have become industry standards, where such software is even used by corporate companies, right? But why does Wikimedia movement lag behind? Why are we not investing in technology as a priority? This is a concern for me. So there are a lot of problems that Wikimedia movement is facing because of the change in the world, but this is something that we can fix and something that we created. So we need to equally care and invest in technology, and also change our models of organizations and software development, so we attract more people from the open source movement in developing our technology. And also we need to make allies. We cannot create a massive neural network like what Google has done. No one has that resource. So we should also lobby a lot in making the web and technology in general as open source, so we can benefit from them rather than being left out of the web. And done. So I will give the introduction for Balaji. Balaji, இப்போ 2 டாக்குமெண்ட் ஷேர் பண்ண, ஒரு கூகுள் டாக்குமெண்ட், அதோட ஒரு மெட்டா பேஜ் லிங்க்கும் ஷேர் பண்ணியிருந்தோம். இப்போ பொதுவாக இந்த உரையாடல் எதை பற்றி பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம்னா 2030 விக்கிமீடியா இயக்கம் எதிர்கொள்ளும் சவால்கள் என்ன, அதுக்கு தமிழ் விக்கிபீடியர்கள் பார்வையிலேருந்து அதுக்கு என்ன தீர்வுகள் நம்ம யோசிக்கிறோம், அதுக்கு நம்ம எப்படி தகவல் அமைச்சுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். இப்போ கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 4 சவால்கள் பேசி முடிச்சுட்டு எல்லாரும் வரிசையா. இப்போ நீங்கள் அந்த டாக்குமெண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு அந்த கேள்விகள் என்னென்ன பேசியிருக்கோங்க புரியும். இந்த 4 பற்றியுமே உங்களுக்கு ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு கருத்து இருக்கு அப்படின்னா நீங்க மொத்தமா தொகுத்து சொல்லலாம். இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நேரம் கழிச்சு தொகுத்து சொல்றீங்கன்னா நீங்க டைம் எடுத்துக்கலாம். பட் ஃபீல் ஃப்ரீ டு ஸ்பீக்.
நன்றி திரு ரவி அவர்கள். என்னை பத்தி
திரு அவர்கள்லாம் சொல்லி பைட்டு வேணாக்காதீங்க, ரவின்னு சொல்லுங்க.
இல்ல ஒருமையில பேசக்கூடாதுன்றது.
பேர் சொல்றது ஒருமை இல்லைங்க, பேசுங்க.
சரிங்க. என்னோட பேர் பாலாஜி. மை நேம் இஸ் பாலாஜி. I'm from Coimbatore and I'm working mainly in Wikisource projects these days. This is a short introduction about me. And what Ravi was telling is very right. Even now, our website is a decade old and it looks very unattractive and uninteresting. I don't know what will happen in 2030 if we consider with the same interface and no. And I'll take some time to read about the documents.
Okay, so you can also, so we can give you time again to speak, or you can write in the document as well. So we'll move forward to the last challenge. So the last challenge is about the. So it might not seem directly related to our project, but we'll still discuss this. So basically, the world is going through a significant population shift. So population is going to rise by enormous numbers in Africa and Asia, and not so much in Europe and America. So so that's how does that impact Wikimedia project? So basically, new cultures and geographies are going to become more dominant. So what do we need to do in that case? So I remember a thing that is said about the Wikipedia. It's said that Wikipedia is written by an American white male for an American white male about an American white male. So basically, that's just a statement that's said about Wikipedia. So it's going to change, I guess. Other things are going to become more dominant, more important, and the levels of education are also going to rise in the world. What do we see that what's going to change in the world according to that? Another thing that I'm gonna add with this is that so we did this research in various countries, and we got to know that many people know about Wikipedia. They do know about that you can search on Wikipedia, but they don't know like people don't know Wikipedia for its neutrality or its transparency. So it's about what people know about Wikipedia. So it's also a space for an opportunity for brand awareness, like how do we educate people more about Wikipedia. So these are the two things that we're going to discuss in this last challenge. The first is about uh, uh, the population shifts, and the next one is about Wikipedia as a brand and how people know about it, and how we can change these things, or what we can do about these things. So I'll start with the.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're audible.
Yeah, fine. So the first thing is to bring Wikipedia to more people. We need to give more content what they look for. So we have to collaborate with search engines, and we have to get to know what people are looking for, and we have to write or make content on those topics. If I search for how to cook idli, it should be available in Wikipedia. If it is not there, I won't read it. So like that, the need for different people living in different countries are different, and we can, as a foundation, we can collaborate with the search engines, and we can get those details, and we can show those topics to the different communities, and we can ask people to make contents on them. And we need to build more technologies to bring content in local languages. And we have to we have some content, and we have to bring those content to local people via various mediums, like translating the text content to audio content, or recording audio content, and getting the text extracted out of the audio content automatically. Then we can reach out many people with local languages. And there should be a even better mechanism, like if I add data in one language, that should be automatically available in all other languages and all other sub ecosystem of the Wikipedia. If I upload a image in Commons, and if I put the description in Tamil, then it cannot be used in any other languages. So there should be some auto translation system that can be translated from and to with any language, so that we can use any content in any other languages. I'm done.
Thank you. So I'll move to Mayor Nathan. Mayor Nathan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's in this. Sorry.
yeah. So if you need any clarity on anything, you can ask me.
So in this matter, I'm Mayuranathan. In this
Yeah.
matter, so what I feel is, the mostly the problem is, we say that, in a few years' time, the Africa and Asia, they will get, population-wise, they will get more percentage of the people. So the major problem is, whoever is writing to from those countries, because the education is mostly in English. I think the Africa, I don't know whether there is any medium of education in their own language. Mostly, I think it is in English. So the people, whoever can write in Wikipedia, writes in English. How the people who cannot understand English language can get through and get the knowledge out of it. So, so my suggestion is that, like what Srini said, the translation tools has to be improved, because currently there's translation tools, automatically when we want to translate, especially from English to other Asian or African languages, you will not get proper translation. So you need to correct it than writing new articles. So writing new articles in local languages is one problem, and also if it is translated from English with current tools available, it is still worse. We have to improve the translation tools so that we can translate from English to local languages. Another thing is, yeah, that's all. Currently, it's done.
Okay. I'll move to Mayuresan.
Yeah. So my thoughts would be, when the demographic changes, I think the Wikipedia will adjust itself automatically, because the most number of users are going to come from a specific region, and the articles are going to be written in those languages. So what Wikipedia should be worried is getting more people involved with Wikimedia projects than worrying too much on the change in demographics and whether too many people are coming from Asia and Africa, or the people those who are coming from Europe and America is going to go down. I think that shouldn't be the worry. The worry should be more like continue to be attracting more Wikipedians towards the Wikimedia projects. So that way we can make sure that the projects are being continued and the contents are always relevant to the audience, those who are reading. And I think for the local Wikimedia projects, I think so if we continue to attract more Wikipedians in the local languages and get them to write articles or contribute it to other Wikimedia projects. So with this growing population and the growing presence of internet in those regions, we should be able to get more meaningful and articles, and we can get the projects going in the right directions in the future. So that would be my thought for this point.
Thank you. So I'll ask Dinesh to give his views.
Yes, Sadip. So according to me, we should have something like voice to text converter, like TTS, or text to speech converter, and we should have improved translation, as my Jonathan told. So it's like if I'm dictating something about some place or some information, it should be getting translated into different languages as well as different format. Let's say the date format is different for different countries. So similarly, we should take care of the units, as well as we should also be helping them by dictating. I personally believe people is going to dictate the words instead of writing the article in next few years. So as of now, we have the flexibility of searching everything by voice commands. So people will tend to move to the latest technology, and they will try to say it instead of writing it. So we should have more flexibility in converting the voice to text, as well as text to voice, and the translation should be improved. That's all from my end, Sadip.
Thank you, Dinesh. So I'll ask Balaji now.
Yeah, thank you. And uh, for the better improvement of translation, uh, uh, we have to take the Wikidata into a big way, where we split the information into small chunks, which can be easily translated by the machine, and the information which can be easily represented in so many ways. So in our local languages also, with Tamil Wikipedia also, we should try to put as many information possible, move the information into the Wikidata, and from Wikidata through properties we have to represent data in the articles. So this we should bring awareness to the people a lot, and we should work towards this goal also, because what I've seen is whatever the information related to Tamil Wikipedia, it has been moved by some escape out or something in 2013. After that, there is no any new information added to Wikidata on Tamil articles. So I think Wikidata has to be taken seriously, and more people should start collaborating, because there are many problems there in Wikidata also. So when more people come inside, there might be new solutions with new ideas. Thank you.
And my comments next. So what I see is that we should not see the change in the world's demography just in abstract terms or quantitative terms, but also in qualitative terms. So most of the contributions for the Wikimedia projects come from the people who are at the top of the pyramid in Maslow's hierarchy. Excuse me. So lack of contribution to Wikimedia projects is a socio-economic and political problem, and we cannot just solve it by running a website. We do a bad job in communicating that we have a cause, we are a non-profit, and And being more vocal about that can attract more people, because almost everyone who discovers the concept of free knowledge and the fact that they can edit Wikipedia, they do it accidentally. We don't have clear campaigns to communicate this cause. There are more people in the world who understands what is Red Cross, what is Blue Cross, than what is Wikipedia, though more people read Wikipedia. So we need to be more vocal in communicating our cause. And it's not just the world that is aging, but the Wikipedians themselves who are aging. We are facing a challenge in attracting young editors, whereas the Wikimedia movement itself was started by young editors, mostly people out of college editing it. So we need to be conscious of this fact and see how we can attract more young editors and not just readers. And as everyone already highlighted, the problem with the change in world's population is the content disconnect. I heard someone from Nigeria, Africa, telling that just 1% of the content on the web is pertaining to Africa, and there are more people telling Africa stories from outside than it's being told by Africans. So we should also look at the qualitative gap that we are having. But this can only be solved as a movement, or really as a movement, not as a community in the sense of community behind Wikipedia, but recognizing the right to access to free knowledge as a basic human right and lobbying more towards that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ravi. So basically that was it. So I wanted to discuss these 5 challenges with all of you. Um, so the document has been shared with all of you, I suppose. So you can still add into the document if you come up with something that you were not able to say while you were discussing it, or we can also give some time to all of you if you want to add something to any of these challenges that we have discussed, or you can do that in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, before we wrap up, I wanted to give I wanted to ask Balaji if he has more to add regarding all the challenges. We still do have time.
Thank you for giving the opportunity, but I think currently not prepared to talk. So,
Okay, yeah, but feel free to add to the document.
yeah,
So,
sure,
so
definitely.
Sadeep, can you tell us the next steps, like what happens to this document and how this is important, and what can we expect?
Yeah. So I'm going to take this discussion. I'm going to convert this into a source page for cycle 3 discussions that we are having. So I'm going to make theme statements out of it. So it's going to be like the challenge, and then I'm going to say that what the Tamil community has suggested a solution for that challenge. So that's what's going to happen to this, and after that, all of the discussions that have happened with all the communities and all the affiliates, and we are preparing a summary of all the discussion, that what are the key things that all the communities have focused on. We're going to do that, and after that, we are preparing a final strategy direction draft. That what will be the what will be our main focus? What will be the strategy for the 15 years? So we are going to create that draft in August, and in September we will be reaching out to communities and affiliates all around the globe to endorse that draft, to suggest improvements in that draft. So that's going to happen over the next 2 months. Uh, I hope everything is clear, and thanks a lot for participating.
Yeah. The meeting is not over yet. So the understanding is that you will publish the refined version of this document on Meta. So please ping us when it is ready. So we will circulate it in our village group and people can have a look. And I also wanted to ask you if you had discussions with other communities, and are there any major insights that you have for us, common similar points that all the communities are raising? Like, it will be interesting to know from you now.
So would you like me to tell that what other communities have focused on?
Yeah, just a broad overview. Like we want to know how much the Tamil community is aligned with the global.
Yeah. So basically, mostly what I see is that for if I see challenge wise, so mostly you're aligned with what others are saying, like focusing on multimedia and um, like what Sri said when he mentioned that he can document how his father does farming, so things like that, like documenting knowledge in that way, and also to cross check the data. So if I see it, it's basically in line with what other communities have been saying. There are some extra points as well that can be added to it, like the MOOC thing that Shri suggested, and also games and bots for voice devices. These are some new things as well as what Dinesh said. So there are some new points as well, but they're still in line with the current strategy direction draft that I've seen.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So மற்ற யாருக்காவது கேள்விகள் இருக்கா? பகிர்ந்துக்க விரும்புறீங்களா? Okay. If there are no other questions, we'll wrap up the meeting. So Sadeep, I will share the link for the YouTube recording. So if you want to refer or link to it, feel free to do it. But it will be a tedious job to play it back and take notes. I won't recommend that. But for documentation, you can link to the YouTube page.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a good night. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ravi, for coordinating this call.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye bye.